What's up, guys? I'm Mike Muhammad here. Before I even start this video, I want to just say something. Some of you guys are asking, why are you making so many videos about Final Fantasy VII Remake? And to those people, I would say, look, man, it's the same reason I made so many videos back in 2016 about Nier Automata. Because at the time, I had played the game earlier than other people. I had bought the game on the Hong Kong PSN store and had beaten the game earlier. And after I beat that game, I was so blown away by the ending that I was looking all over YouTube and the internet for any videos for people discussing the actual ending of Nier Automata, and basically I could find none. Like occasionally there would be a video of somebody actually uploading the ending, but there was almost no videos of people discussing the actual implications of the ending or what the ending was at all. And I think that there's a lot to be discussed from that ending, and I felt the need to make a video because nobody else was doing it. So in the absence of people making the kind of video I wanted to watch, I made that video myself. So that's why I'm doing this, because I'm not really seeing anyone talk about the ending of this game. I'm not seeing anybody discuss the spoilers of this game as of yet. I've seen people upload the actual ending. I haven't seen people actually discuss the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, in fact, like, you know what? I recently the reviews for this game came out, man. And let me say this, like, I do not really usually support game reviewers. I'm not really a fan of game reviewers like that. I usually think game reviewers have some pretty stupid shit to say. I'm one of those people who makes jokes about games need to have like a game journalist mode and like Doom Eternal. Otherwise, they don't like the game as much if you can't just press X to fucking win. But every now and then, game journalists, when they make reviews, they actually say some stuff that's on point. So I'm just going to read some of that off here from these reviews that I've ended up actually fully agreeing with. Okay, so IGN said the way Final Fantasy VII Remake wantonly spouts nonsense that it just expects you to roll with toward the end of the story can only be properly described as some Kingdom Hearts bullshit. And I say this as a fan of Kingdom Hearts. On top of that, its insane climax left me with a bad taste in my mouth no matter where the story decides to go from here. From Kotaku, this was a Jason Schreier review, and I don't usually like Jason Schreier at all, but actually did like this review that he made. Because at one point in the review as well, he also said, Final Fantasy VII Remake is a brand new game from Square Enix wearing the skin of Final Fantasy VII, and it's honestly pretty on point. So, Kotaku. Days after finishing the game, I'm still trying to grapple with the consequences of Final Fantasy VII Remake's ending, which will be heatedly debated in the weeks and months to come. It's still not clear just what the developers at Square Enix plan to do next, but the ending makes it very clear that the project's director, Tetsuya Nomura, has spent the past 2 decades as the chief creative behind Kingdom Hearts, the messiest and most complicated story in JRPG history. And this is an excerpt from the DualShockers review. And here is where it all started to come apart for me. For a brief while, I was ripped out of Final Fantasy VII and dumped heavily into an unholy marriage of Advent Children and Kingdom Hearts. It was awkward, it was confusing, and it left me shaking my head in dismay. It felt massively out of place. Did this part have to change so dramatically? Maybe. It wasn't a true climax or game-ending point in the original, after all, and I expected some new conclusion and an added boss or two to cap off the experience. Yet until now, it had been such a solid remake that made measured changes to supplement the classic story. Here at the 11th hour, it jarringly erupted into a massive spectacle that honestly felt like underdeveloped fan fiction. Holy fuck, man. Like, I have to fucking agree with these guys. Like, I'm not saying the gameplay is bad. The gameplay is pretty solid. The graphics are obviously incredible. The world is great. Like, they've truly detailed out Midgar, but, like, the fucking storyline really fucking goes off in the deep end in the last fucking act, man. I'm looking at this, like I've watched the full ending now, and man, like I don't even I don't know, man. Like I'm just at a point, man. I honestly don't want to buy this game right now. At least not right now. Not until at least the PC version comes out. Not until at least it's cheaper than a full blast 80 Canadian dollars over here. Like, honestly speaking, like I just I don't know, just so much of my hype for this game died after seeing the spoilers. Like, I can wait for the game to be on sale on Steam, or I can wait to buy this game right around a potential sequel is coming. And my god, man, like, there's so much to take in with this ending. There's a flashback scene where Red 13 all of a sudden gets a flash to the very, very, like, end of Final Fantasy VII, where he's, like, really old, and, it's like it's the very last cinematic in the game where it shows like 500 years in the future or something, and you see Midgar is completely destroyed, and then he says, "This is a glimpse of the future. If we fail here." So basically, the ending of the original Final Fantasy VII was that they failed. Like, what the fuck is that shit? So they failed in the original Final Fantasy VII. What the fuck, man? Like, it didn't really seem like they failed in that first game, man. Anyways, like, and then there's a part where Sephiroth says to Cloud, 7 seconds till the end, which a lot of people are assuming refers to how he, like, fell down from the sky and impaled Aerith right before, yeah, pretty much just referring to him, like, trying to, like, tease Cloud that, yeah, I'm gonna kill Aerith, bitch. I'm gonna kill that bitch, and you can't stop me, even in this timeline. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man. Holy fuck. This game is truly like The Force Awakens / The Last Jedi of fucking Final Fantasy, man. I'm sorry, but, like, I can't stop, like, referring to Star Wars when discussing the spoilers of this game, man, because, the Force Awakens had it set up like maybe this could lead to somewhere interesting, and then The Last Jedi was like, nope. And then Rise of the Skywalker was just like, definitely nope. And I'm telling you guys, like, these kind of stuff, when companies do this, it does make people less inclined. After I watched The Last Jedi, as an enormous fucking Star Wars fan, I still haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker, and I still don't want to. Because when you destroy a fucking beloved IP and lose so much good faith, yeah, you'll lose fucking people actually going out to see your product as well. That's just the way of the world, man. And then the weird alternate timeline Zack that somehow Remake Aerith detects. It's like, what even are they going for here? I'm honestly thinking that the next fucking game is not going to be called Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 or something. It's going to be called, like, Final Fantasy VII Reborn, Final Fantasy VII Requiem or some shit. Like, some other word with a re at the beginning. And basically, I'm just imagining they're going to be, like, teasing, like, I can just imagine a fucking trailer for this game. What's old is new again. Meet friends, both old and new, and like some shit like, and you'll just see like the silhouette of the new Zack coming in or something, and then like Tifa and Aerith are like, oh my god, the original alpha male is here. What the fuck are we doing with Cloud? At one point in the next game, it's just gonna be Zack fucking gangbanging Tifa and Aerith, while Cloud thinks about what a loser he is in the cuck shed. Holy fuck, man. Like, I just don't I just don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this game, man. I'm just imagining, like, fucking all the dramatic changes they can make. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't think there's gonna be the big open world we had in the original Final Fantasy VII. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't think we're gonna get that big open world from the original game again. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for Square Enix to prove me wrong, but, like, knowing new Square Enix, I don't know, man. knowing Tetsuya Nomura, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is gonna be like a big fucking open world like we had in Final Fantasy VII. I think it's gonna be a series of corridors with a semi-open world. To be honest, like I don't know, man, because I'm just thinking there's certain things I'm noticing about this game, for example. And everybody's gonna fucking hate me for this, but I'm just gonna put this out there. In this game, you can have 3 playable characters at once. And to put it in perspective, you could play as 4 characters in Final Fantasy 15. And I kind of like the fact that Final Fantasy 15 was a little different from most Final Fantasy games in that it really just focused on 4 characters who were all bros on an adventure together. It was pretty different in structure from most of the Final Fantasy games, and it really was just focused on these 4 characters who you're with all the time, mostly, except for certain sections of the game. And pretty much you're always with this as your party, and they're all just fighting together and just broing it up. And in fact, you could get 5 characters if you want. If you get that girl, I forget what her name is, but you can actually, like, you can kind of, like, cheat the game into letting you have her as an additional non-playable character. So really, it's like you could have like 5 characters at once in Final Fantasy 15. In this game, you can have 3 plus a summon. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm just putting that out there. You had 4 in 15. You got 3 in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm just saying I would like it if in the next potential game they let you have 4 playable characters. Because then again, what's going to happen with Cid and Yuffie and Vincent and Kate Sith? Like, they have not introduced these characters whatsoever in this game. Red 13 was a non-playable character. Like, I'm wondering, like, is this it? Like, is it just going to be, like, Cloud, Barret, Tifa, and Aerith are the playable characters? There's so many questions to ask here that are not going to be really answered until we start getting trailers for the next game, man. All I can say is, like, I'm just not really expecting the next game to follow at all in the plotline of the original Final Fantasy VII. And given the direction that they've gone with this game so fucking far off the rails, and literally, the whispers of fate, the fucking ghosts of Final Fantasy past, basically they're there to represent the fans like me who wanted a fucking loyal remake of the original Final Fantasy VII. Mostly loyal. Like, I'm cool with a few changes, a few additions, improvements, certain things being possibly removed or whatever, but like, what they gave us here was a dramatic fucking shift to something else entirely. This was not at all fucking close to being like a loyal remake at all. This is an entirely different fucking thing. So, for me, I really have no idea. This just seems like they're opening the door to like a brand new series of Final Fantasy fucking games. And I think really, honestly, I think this is the only game that's going to be called Remake. I think the next one's going to be called Final Fantasy VII Reborn or some shit. I think they're going for a whole Final Fantasy thing here, and it's just I don't know, man. If you just thank God the original game exists, man. That's all I can say, man. Like I will eventually play this remake, but like thank God the original game with mods on Steam exists, man. Like I don't know. I I just truly and honestly and deep in the bottom of my heart, I literally don't think Tetsuya Nomura understands what people liked about Final Fantasy VII at all. If you look at the characterization of Cloud and Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts, there's one fucking point where Goofy or some shit is just like, doesn't Sephiroth represent the dark part of Cloud's heart? And it's like, well, no, not really. No, that's not really what Sephiroth's character was like. And I don't think Nomura has ever understood the plot of this game or what the characters represent. And it's like, dude, if things happen like Aerith doesn't die anymore, or characters die and they just immediately get saved and brought back to life, doesn't that ruin the entire characterization and narrative depth of the original game? These are things I don't think Nomura understands. He's been working on Disney bullshit for like 20 fucking years, man. The guy doesn't fucking know good storytelling. with no good storytelling if it held him down and fucked him up the ass, man. Like, I don't really think we have this series in good hands anymore. So it's very hard for me in good faith to go tell people to go out and try this game, man. You know, play it if you really want to play it and experience it, but like I wouldn't recommend paying full fucking blast for this game. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, that's my discussion of the ending of this game and the spoilers and the potential future of the series. And yeah, I think I've gotten pretty much everything I could say about this game for the time being, at least, off my chest. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. I'm Mike Muhammad. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. Dislike if you're a fucking Square Enix shill who can't handle the truth, I guess. I honestly expect, like, I'm already seeing people come back to those videos that I made and be like, yo, we're sorry, bro, you were right. So, we'll see how that shit goes. Anyways, you guys take care out there.